Hey guys, welcome to another edition of Chris's All About Music channel series. So, I just got done doing my ranking the Green Day albums, not review, but just ranking the Green Day albums. That was a fun video, probably one of my favorites that I've made so far. And we're going to start deep diving into some other Green Day related topics. Are you guys ready? I am such a nerd. Alright, we're going to flip the camera around. Here's my stack of Green Day CDs. You got a burned American Idiot on top. Ooh, I cannot use the mouse left-handed, even though I am left-handed. So you guys check this out. This is my Green Day PowerPoint presentation in Microsoft PowerPoint. We're going to take a look at this. Okay, Green Day, obviously I made this around the American Idiot album cycle. We're going to go to page 1. This is personnel. I kind of got OCD. We've got Billy Joe Armstrong, Mike Dirnt, Trey Cool, of course. There's all the instruments that they played. And then we've got all these other people that have been featured on Green Day albums. Al Sobrante, Petra Hayden, Conan McCallum, Gabrielle McNair, Stephen Bradley on horns, David Campbell, Benmont Trench, Gary Meek, everybody. Rob Cavallo plays Panayo. I'm assuming that's piano, and I can't spell. But yeah, there's just a lot of Green Day personnel. That's everybody that's ever played on a Green Day album. I hope you can see that. I got you a nice shot there. We're going to move on to the next page. Album sales. Check this out. I'm such a dork. I got in order of sales. So Dookie and American Idiot coming at the top. Dose and Trey just freaking awful down here. As far as sales, in order of release, this is the order they were released, so you can kind of see the rise, the decline, the rise, the decline, the rise. So that's sort of what's happened, and then you got some other albums here. You got their other albums that have sold. Okay, that's personnel and album sales. Here's the albums. Kind of got a nice color code here. Yeah, these are color-coded, most appropriate colors for each album. I don't have Father of All here quite yet, but let's move on. Here is what I have designated to be official Green Day Day. There's no date of like the actual day that they changed the name to Green Day, but I did some stupid nerd math and decided that this is Green Day Day. Although Billy Joe Armstrong thinks they formed in 86, 87, 88, or 89, depending on the day that you talk to him. He's been around since 1980 freaking 8. And he's not Justin Bieber or Usher. Okay, so I got some little short reviews or like discussions of the albums. So I just got, this is their first songs ever set to tape. These tracks show a band with an already sharp lyrical personality and a new formula of how punk rock can be presented. While the majority of the works center upon the old tried and true tale of teenage heartbreak, one of the first few notes of Operation Ivy's knowledge are churned out in less than perfectness, and it is clear that the day has arrived and it is green. Oh man, I was a teenager. Kerplunk. This album began a lot of things, like the one-word album title thing that ran through most of the band's entire career, but most of all, a well-structured writing process. The then mostly empty drum seat was faithfully handed down to the now infamous Trey Cool just previous to the recording, cementing what would be Green Day for the next 16 years here, but it's been a lot longer now. While not receiving much attention on this disc, the later hit Welcome to Paradise appeared, and it did all that its little punk song heart could do to get out there. They were making good songs, but how could this band keep going? And here I started a little thing where I got a little thing on here where it says never live. No, they've never played, no one knows. And then moving on to Dookie, we got another Green Day pattern beginning to take hold here. There is a hefty gap between 1039 and Kerplunk. Same with Plunk and all albums ensuing. But the trio have already found their niche, built upon their simplistic ideas and tunes with mind-puzzling lyrics and a stray quirky or two. The first Green Day video came out for Longview, and the song was a smash hit, taking over the airwaves and formal Nevermind. Along with Longview, Dookie also includes the new and improved Welcome to Paradise, Basket Case, She, and their biggest hit of the time, When I Come Around. All of these songs have been played live, which is cool. That's awesome. Insomniac came out in '95. They're finally getting out of the bus just in time. Only a year after the insanely, massively successful Dookie. This is definitely a highlight of the trio's massive career, but the numbers just didn't support this work. The hits rolled out like thunder, but the impact was small, if any. Hits include Stuck With Me, Geeks Drink Breath, Brain Stew and Jaded, and the ever-cool Walking Contradiction. Now, they've never played Westbound Sign live, and they've never played Panic Song live. Maybe a little teaser of it. But Insomniac definitely needs to get some more love on the stage. Nimrod. Another 2 years between albums, but Nimrod presented something special in the GD book. The music contained therein is much more textured. Adding to the guitar, drums, bass lines are accordions, pianos, acoustics, harmonicas, and the Green Boys' first sort of power ballad. The album definitely kicked the band into mainstream high gear with a string of huge hits and the biggest of all time, Good Riddance. This album cemented Green Day's legacy. Good Riddance isn't their biggest hit, but it's probably the one they're most known for. Let's see. All these have been played live, which is awesome. Yeah, some of my favorite Green Day songs right there on Nimrod. Okay, we're moving on to Warning. Are you guys ready? Warning 2000. Another long break for the Green Day trio, with a full 3 years between Nimrod and Warning, and time had in fact changed a great deal of the band's perspectives. This album's credits go mostly to frontman Billy Joe, who was onto some sort of musical or political whim. The lyrical attitude was a little more cynical, but the delivery of the track seemed a little bit watered down to some people. Soft, slow, catchy. While fans and even the band criticized the album, it's a strong musical venture, if not as brave as its message. Okay, I know you guys wanted to see me for a little bit. I didn't put the shaving cream on for nothing. Okay, international super hits. It's got Pop Rocks and Coke was never played live. Jar has only been played 37 times. Walking Contradiction has only been played 11. Stuck With Me, 46. Macy's Day Parade, 63. Warning, 58. And Redundant, 31. The little time had passed since Warning. 2001 Green Day seemed a little worn thin. While the never-ending hits stand as a testament to the band's career, some felt that this was the end, and it almost was. Maria seemed a bit more uppity and just as political as Warning, while Pop Rocks and Coke made a small path through the radio. All the hits are here in order. This forever ruined me on other non-order greatest hits. Stupid other bands. Shenanigans here, okay? You got some of these were played live. Suffocate was played a couple of times. Outsider, Don't Want to Fall in Love, I Want to Be on TV was played 3 times, but none of the other songs were. We definitely need a Ha Ha You're Dead on stage. Okay, guys, I'm going to give you a little bit more of me. Sexiest Man Alive. 2001 was offered only two newer Green Day tracks. In 2002 fared a little more. Shenanigans is a B-sides collection peppered with soundtrack ammunition and rarities. One completely unreleased track is the closest to new on the disc. With this enjoyable treat, it's missing some great B-sides, and what's worse, there aren't any actual new songs. I sounded a little critical of Shenanigans here, but you know. All right, we're moving on to American Idiot. Check out all this different color stuff. I had some artwork that I did, and probably paint. But let's see what we say about American Idiot here. Years had passed since Warning and the band had worked through the problems they faced 4 years prior. American Idiot hit the world by storm with powerhouse hits in the title track, Boulevard of Broken Dreams, Holiday, Wake Me Up When September Ends, and even Jesus of Suburbia. The album was praised and won numerous awards. The band toured nonstop, turned out to be a problem later on, playing some of the best concerts in recent history. The album was nonstop, over-the-top fun, powerful, playful, rock and roll. Green Day has returned. Now a Broadway musical, soon to be feature film. Forever on the greatest albums of all time. Could have easily had 8 more hits. Yeah, these were all played live. All of them are just beyond good. Okay, here's the live album that came after American Idiot. We've got Bullet of the Bible 2005. A live album had to be done after American Idiot. The only downside to this DVD CD epic is that they deleted some of the best songs that they actually played at the shows. Where Are You? Knowledge, Jaded, Homecoming, She, and the grandiose We Are the Champions. We are the champions. Queen cover was the peak of the show, and it's not here. Still, the 14 tracker has plenty to offer, from hits, new and old, to awesome covers. Missing We Are the Champions, Knowledge, Jaded, Homecoming, and She. Man, that could have been the perfect live album. Okay, anyway, we're moving on. We're churning through some video camera battery here. 21st Century Breakdown. The long break between albums was due to the success of American Idiot. No question about it. But the wait was worth it. Here we get another concept album about a couple living in a city burning down around them. The story wasn't as clear as the vague Idiot, but the songs were up to par. This is a band trying to outdo themselves and sometimes succeeding. With the string of hits, Know Your Enemy, 21st Century Breakdown, East Jesus Nowhere, and 21 Guns, and Last of the American Girls. The band showed they still had momentum. Okay, and a lot of these songs are played live. Song of the Century is kind of an intro. It's played on a tape. I feel like they should perform it live one day. But let's see. All the other ones have been played live, so that's pretty good. Technically, they've played them all in concert. American Idiot, the Broadway cast recording, soundtrack to the best Broadway show in the world on disc, with the entire American Idiot album, plus more B-sides, and a healthy dose of breakdown. The brand new track, When It's Time. This is a really special treat. I went to see that musical, and my goodness. One of my favorite memories of all time. Awesome as beep. The fun and excitement of Green Day's live shows are shown off in their second live CD DVD combo to date. Even a new song in Cigarettes and Valentine, which ain't that new. New songs from 21st Century Breakdown are featured alongside older hits and fan favorites. Okay, here we go. We're going on to, we're getting through here. Uno, Dos, and Tre. I got a nice color coding here. All of Uno was played live. See You Tonight, Baby Eyes, and Nightlife have never been performed live. and the forgotten have never, it's been forgotten to be played at concerts. And here's some B-sides from the Green Day trilogy. Wonderful, Olivia, State of Shock, Hello Firecracker, Oh Girl. There could have been at least another album or two in the trilogy. It wouldn't have been a trilogy. Uno, pure pop awesomeness. Fun, this album is not even out yet and already 4 amazing hit singles. This album sounds like nothing, if this is even possible. It was dipped in sugar and then had a shot of liquor. From Nuclear Family to Oh Love, this album does not slow down or disappoint. Even the weakest songs, which are Angel Blue and Troublemaker, are wonderful. The promotion for this album is out of sight but not out of mind. Uno is not even out yet. We've got 4 singles, 2 videos, a handful of live videos, snippets of nearly every song on Uno, lots from Dose and lots from Trey. The band has been playing secret shows, morning TV shows, concerts, the VMAs, all the guys joined together on Twitter, Facebook, MySpace for the marketing, and now Green Day will be the official soundtrack for the NFL. These 3 albums will be the biggest ever. Billy Joe and Jason White did an acoustic set, massive world tour, Angry Birds Green Day vinyl box set, deluxe versions of every album, Oh Love Uncensored featured on Playboy, Oh Love featured in Rock Band. The band is up for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame this year's. Jimmy Kimmel live video of Stay the Night, Billy Joe Armstrong, Rehab Stay, Uno styled Converse, Elena's playing basket case on Kimmel, the Vegas album shirt, Angry Birds with Lazy Bones, photographer post album photos, Jason White question and answer, and then complete silence. Nothing happens here at all. Stray Heart is the first single and only single from Dose. This is Green Day's 10th album and Foxborough Hot Tub's 2nd album. The song F-Time and Makeout Party, Labor Cobra, and What's Wow That's Loud are all Foxborough tracks for sure. Unfortunately, this album suffered from lack of promotion. 1 single and that's it. Due to Armstrong's rehab, the album didn't sell well and the songs have not been worked in any recent shows, save for Stop When the Red Lights Flash. This is a great album, but sadly did nothing. Trey. Uno moved modest numbers, Dose sold less, and by the time Trey was dropped, the sales were non-existent. The trilogy could have been one heck of a comeback for the group had things been different. The Forgotten had some success on the soundtrack of Twilight before fading into obscurity. X-Kid was released to deaf ears and blind eyes because of the awful video. And 4 years has passed between me writing this, and it's safe to say the trilogy is over. Alright guys, Demolicious. We're getting closer to present day here. This album will have to hold us over until who knows when. It's got one of the unreleased tracks in the simple State of Shock and a bunch of demos of trilogy songs that, apart from a line or two, sound exactly the same as the final songs. Sure, the production isn't there, but still exact same songs. I wasn't really impressed with that. Okay, Revolution Radio. It's been a bad few years for Green Day. Their lead singer went to rehab. Their 2012 releases all tanked. Mike's wife and Jason were diagnosed with cancer, and for a while it seemed that Green Day was no more. But Billy, Brittany, and Jason have all recovered, and after so much silence, we've gotten the new album, and it's killer, no filler. All these were performed live except for Say Goodbye, Outlaws, Bouncing Off the Wall. What an album. Here's some information about the network. I'm not going to read all this, but it was, let's see, they all look like Green Day, of course. The lyrics and topical similarities include some stuff. The town of Oakland, a kid similar to St. Jimmy, a lot of character songs. Vocals are Billy and Mike. Mike's standing jump slide thing. Billy's hand tattoos. Fink is the name from a Green Day song. Captain Underpants is the name Trey went by in another band. Mike is vegan. Van Gogh's a vegan. All their astronomical signs are the same as their counterparts. Billy Joe's brrrr tour in a song. Green Day's new stage setup includes a lot of musicians, including Z and Captain Underpants. The band's on Billy Joe's record label. There's stage feud. Someone publicly stated that it was them. Green Day jokes about them not being the network. Network videos follow in line with a few Green Day videos. Rito Peter worked on both albums. There's just, yeah, they're not the network, people. Get the heck over it. Green Day, Green Day, Green Day, Green Day. This is my mom's favorite picks. My mom passed away in 2009. These are some of her favorite songs by Green Day. Yeah, it's kind of a personal thing, but yeah, some of her favorite picks. She got to hear some of 21st Century Breakdown right before she passed. So here's some 13 biggest Green Day songs. Yep. That's it. Okay, really great songs. It's like my 29 favorite studio songs, I guess. Maybe not. Dookie quotes. I won't do the Nimrod quotes. Warning quotes. Switch in writing. This is interesting. John, I Was There. Trey Cool wrote All By Myself, Dominated Love Slave, Like a Rat Just Cheese, DUI, Homecoming Part 4, Food Around the Corner, and Mike has written a lot of songs as well. Ha Ha, You're Dead, Jar, and then everybody wrote Misery, the lyrics and the music. Here's some C-sides, like Imperial Death March, the Godzilla remix of Brain Stew, and we're moving on. The band is Billy Joe Armstrong, Mike Dirnt, Trey Cool, and Jason White. Other musicians, here's some other people that have played in Green Day. We've got saxophones and violins, horns, drums. I got Rito Peter, U2, Elvis Costello, and Lady Cobra are related musicians. Running themes of Green Day. And get theological, not really theological. Running themes of Green Day: weapons, TV, the mind, and controlled by the media / and/or pop culture. Then we've got the network vocals, 180 or 206 and counting. Okay, the network vocals. Who's counting? Billy Joe sang lead vocals on 6 songs. Mike D sang vocals on 6 songs. And Trey Cool sang the vocals on 1. Even though none of those men are in the network. This is the concert that I went to April 20th, 2005. These are the songs they played. Oh my goodness. The greatest concert of all time. Curses. This is an interesting one. You might want to pause on this. This is how many times they've cursed on each album. There's 5 curses, 4, 22 on Dookie, 19 on Insomniac, 40 on Nimrod. Chill out, Billy Joe. Warning only had 5. Shenanigans had 8. American Idiot had 18. Lots of F words there. 21st Century Breakdown had 15. Uno was the filthiest with 47 curse words to date. Dose 15, Trey 7, Rev Rad 7, and Foam didn't have that many, but they were bad. The ones that were in there. Okay. Curses. Impact. American Idiot has changed the music world forever. Fashion. Everybody and their sister is wearing red and black. Suits and ties. Guitar solos are back. That was all Green Day. Red Hot Chili Peppers, System of a Down, Good Charlotte, and Kid Rock. All these artists are taking a cue from the GD gang and making stronger, lengthier works. That's pretty cool to look back and think about. Bands such as Bowling for Soup, Good Charlotte, and Blink-182 have even been knocked into an early retirement due to how good American Idiot is. I don't know that that's true. I think those bands, they're back now, but I think they they didn't have material at the time. I don't know if it was they just didn't want to release anything because American Idiot was so good that if Bowling for Soup would have dropped an album right afterwards, it would have just been an embarrassment. I don't know. Nickelback and Velvet Revolver videos look like Green Day, walking in slow motion with jackets, walking in sunny fields with plants. When I wrote this, Green Day was the 83rd best-selling artist in the world. I think now they're like 88th. They've been bumped out by like Drake and some newer people that are on that list. New songs, The Saints Are Coming, Working Class Hero. Man, this was an exciting time. But, you know, okay. New songs. Foxborough Hot Tubs. Ooh, freaky. Green Day Greatest Hits Volume 2. This is my official, what should have been their 2017 Greatest Hits. It's all their stuff after, from American Idiot through Back in the USA. Like, through Revolution Radio, essentially. If you want to get, yeah, okay, so we're going to move on. That's my Green Day Greatest Hits Volume 2. Never Live or Very Rare Live. A lot of great songs that definitely need to get some attention on stage. Bouncing Off the Wall. And then these are rare ones. Misery, Little Boy Named Train, Hold On. They were only played once. Very sad. Very sad. Very heartbreaking, heart-wrenching stuff. Cigarettes and Valentines was never released. Those are some songs that were probably on it. We've heard these. We think some of those. My album ranking, we did that. American Idiot, Warning, and Nimrod are at my top. And then Insomniac, Smooth, and Kerplunk are at the bottom. Screw you guys. Green Day Never Stops. This shows every year from 86 where they've done at least something every year since 86. Even if it wasn't an album, you know, they've literally done something every year since 1986. And that's still going today in 2020. Green Day Never Stops. Least favorite tracks. You got Hashinka, Green Day, Strangeland, Private L, Last Ride In, Panic Song, Brain Stew, Tightwad Hill, Westbound Sign, Prosthetic Head, East Jesus Nowhere, Make Out Party, Stray Heart, Lady Cobra, Wow That's Loud, Amanda, Little Boy Named Train, and Bouncing Off the Walls. And we're going to leave it. It ends on a downer, guys. Oh boy. So, I'm just now getting into the, I've got YouTube fever. I also have shaving cream permanently on my nose. So you guys have a good night. Like and subscribe.